Hello traders, good day, Vladimir here. This is a live market review, daily market review, 11 of July 2017. Quiet before the FOMC tomorrow and before some rate decision in Canada to come as well. The market is preparing some good levels and some of them are moving, mainly the Pacifics, mainly the New Zealandian pair that we have been talking about for a long time now. So let's start and take a look. Let's start with the euro dollar, the New Zealandian with the euro dollar that continues its rally and actually is coming to a very wrong Fibonacci, to a very good level that we have to keep an eye on. And I am of course talking about the 115 zone topping to 117 zone. That's a big zone, but this is where we get the full extension of a special cycle that probably is forming right here. Let's mark it. 1, 2, 3, correction 4. This is the place. That's the critical place. As for now, it all remains bullish as long as we don't get false breaks and convergences. Only then we start talking about sales. So what could happen here, currently this is the last important low, right? So we need this. As long as it didn't happen in that way, it means the euro dollar is most likely do some false breaks like this for us. Okay, maybe even higher. So drops with bullish divergences as long as this low holds and we are after buys. Okay, so for example, we drop lower to 1 hour chart or even the 15-minute chart, and assuming we get the divergence here, higher highs, and we can discuss about the buys again. Next one on the list is the pound dollar, who dropped massively to the level, well, we kind of wanted to see, and we are now talking about the 128 zone. This is also a bank zone, which means a lot of money is sitting and waiting here for actions. So from my point of view, we develop a bullish hidden divergence. From my point of view, if we start to get a breakout above this high, we could discuss about buy retraces versus the low to be created. If we continue lower, the next level to watch for buys would be below 128, around 127.80 or so. And the one that we have been following for a while to reach the zone we wanted as the euro versus the pound. Great cross, completing now the spatial cycle that we have been following this. We've been talking about it for a while and we are there right now in between 089 to 090. Currently, we also build some magnet there, right here. And it's a 1 hour chart, great cycle we can see. Divergence not developed yet. Therefore, there is not bad chance at all that we will also see some kind of pullbacks and slow continuation towards this area. Where from, I believe, we are going to see some heavy crash. So stay long as for now, while we remain above the last low and the trend line holds. Once we start to get the false breaks on the 4 hour or the 1 hour chart, since the daily cycle is involved as well, we can talk about sells. New Zealandian dollar also reached a very good level here. We've been talking about the short for a long time now, and I expect this one to continue until when? Until the moment we get a combination, bullish combination with bullish hidden divergence from daily chart and 4 hour chart bullish divergence as well. Currently, we don't have any divergence on the 4 hour chart, and this is right here, we do have from this low, right? But this divergence was already activated. So I would expect this one more push to happen and start the rally after that. As long as we keep the trend line and we hold, sorry, phone, and we hold above this high, we remain for sell opportunities. Next one on the list is the euro versus the New Zealandian, and this one continues the long that we've been following also for a while. So guys, those of you who are long, keep that going. But start to pay attention for the bearish hidden divergence developing here Okay, that's a bearish hidden divergence, which we can see very well on the histogram. 4-hour chart starts to show slowdown as well between the tops, and that's basically right here. Okay, and once it completed, we can start and talk about the reversals. As for now, this is zone number 1. Zone number 2 would be around 160. Whenever we start to get false breaks on the lower time frame, a 4-hour or 1 hour, and lower lows, this would be our sign to be more careful. Meanwhile, bullish pressure remains on. And the dollar yen, we need this. We've been talking about the 115 zone. We come very, very close. In other words, our zone is on. For that to happen, to activate sell for us, we need to go below the trend line right here and make sure we are very well holding below. This is the one we get, of course. And below this area, we now start to get the convergence as well. So while this stop holds, we are after a short. And if this stop will not hold, then we would be for one more false break, like this. And then we would expect a serious move down. Next one on the list, Canadian versus the franc. Looks like the correction from the zone we wanted begins. So pullbacks, and we are after buy dips. So that was and remains the plan. That's just a quick repeat. Silver, if breaks above this trend line, we can start looking for it's breaking actually. No, sorry, wrong trend line. Not yet. Right now, happening live. If we break here above, yeah, it's right there, almost, right? We need to get this breakout, get the tick above the trend line. Once we cross above, we can start talking about the investment, of course. And for the short term, we will be looking for pullbacks, breakouts, and continuation up. So far, the plan was and remains we are after buys. And about the indices, Nasdaq still didn't cross below this low to provide us momentum. As for now, no trading. And the S&P stuck in a range, which means we would be after potential resell top of the range. All that is relevant, of course, as long as this top holds. As per oil, there are no changes in the view. The only one that starts to be interesting again is sugar. If it managed to create one more low for us around the zone of 12 or 11. New contract about to begin within a week, and that could be the push for the buyers to take place on the summertime. And that will be all. As for today, a lot of things happening, so stay tuned, guys. Things become interesting, a lot of opportunities. The other opportunities we follow, of course, are coming from the weekly forecast, which I hope you already have watched. Many things are happening there, so keep an eye. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for your time watching this video. I wish you best. Yours, Vladimir.